East Rutherford, if you were making a list of all the incredible truths that surprise you about the 2017 NFL season in our corner of the NFL, you'd have no shortage of injuries. That the Jets would have 4 times as many victories as the Giants in early November is, of course, a good place to start. That the left-for-dead Todd Bowles would be making a very compelling case for another season as Jets head coach, while his counterpart with the other MetLife Stadium occupant would already have one foot out the door, is another. But it really is hard to top this, that 38-year-old Josh McCown, the supposed placeholder on a team trying to tank its way to the top of the draft, would have the Jets feeling more comfortable about their quarterback situation than roughly 2/3 of the NFL. It's true. Look around at league, and not just at San Francisco and Cleveland, but at Green Bay and Indianapolis and, sadly, the newest member of the Hard Luck Club, Houston. The list of teams who would love to have McCown under center is long and growing, and the Jets' 34-21 victory over the Bills on Thursday night is more evidence why. McCown didn't have great numbers, but on a night that the Jets' defense was superb until garbage time, he led the Jets to an early lead with one perfect touchdown pass and one, well, unapologetically ugly touchdown run as this team improved to 4-5. The TD run, which gave the Jets a 7-0 lead in the first quarter, was actually his third of the season. Only 2 quarterbacks, McCown and young Cowboys starter Dak Prescott, have more than 12 touchdown passes and 3 scoring runs this season. I guess, thankful, this is when your bio comes in handy and all of them read that I'm 38, McCown said of his 10-yard scamper. With each step you go down the field, you think, somebody should be here by now. That's McCown. He is humble, self-deprecating and totally aware that this 15-year, 10-team journey could come to an end with one poor performance. He knows that, once the Jets officially drop out of contention, and they're still much closer to that day than actually sneaking into a playoff spot, that the team almost has to give 2016 second-round draft choice Christian Hackenberg an audition. But if you're a Jets fan clamoring for that day to come sooner than later, you're doing it wrong. This is a flawed but exceedingly likable team. Look no further than the defensive players happily dancing during a fourth-quarter timeout as evidence, and McCown's leadership has played no small role in that. Josh has been playing great, Bowles said. He's a leader on and off the field. I can't say enough about him, especially with all of the pieces coming in and out of the offense. Lining guys up. Controlling the ball game. Not trying to do too much but does just enough. Leading into Super Bowl 50, several players from Rutgers, the Giants and the Jets making a ranking of the best ever to take the field from the Garden State. That might not sound like a top quarterback, but with each passing week in the NFL, the bar keeps moving lower. Aaron Rodgers is out for the season. Andrew Luck won't make it back for a single snap in 2017. 1 week, Deshaun Watson looks like the future of the sport. The next, with one unfortunate step in a non-contract practice drill, the Houston quarterback is out for the season with an ACL tear in the latest blow to a league that has suffered plenty this fall. It makes you sick. It's heartbreaking because he's playing at a high level, McCown said when asked about Watson. The former Clemson Tiger will bounce back, but his injury is a reminder for all fans who think the answer to the Jets' quarterback woes is waiting at the top of the draft. You never know. McCown hasn't won 4 games in a single NFL season since 2004, when one of his 6 wins convinced then Giants coach Tom Coughlin to bench veteran starter Kurt Warner and toss the keys to the offense to the talented rookie. Yes, McCown was an NFL starter before Eli Manning, and the fact that he's having a better season than the 2-time Super Bowl MVP is just one more reason for local NFL fans to marvel at this crazy, mixed-up year for our local professional football teams. I think, more than anything, it's a credit to the coaches and the guys around me, McCown, predictably, said when asked if this was the best stretch of his career. That's really helped me and allowed me to play some good football, and hopefully we continue to grow together and get even better. Had the Jets protected a lead or 2, they would be sitting pretty at 5-4 or even 6-3. Instead, they are still long shots to steal an AFC playoff slot, but having any shot counts as another surprise for this 2017 season. Just not as big a surprise as the Jets quarterback. Steve Politi may be reached at politi@njadvancemedia.com. Follow him on Twitter at Steve Politi. Find NJ.com on Facebook.